I am Tyler Sartin, and this is my grace story. 9 years ago was probably the start of all of my, traumatic events and everything going into my life. The summer before my senior year, I was in a car accident. Car was going around a gravel corner too fast, and the car rolled over 6-7 times, landed on its top, and I was found hanging out of it. So I was actually in a coma for 6 weeks from that. My dad, me and him were, becoming best friends. It was just me and him living together. And he ended up taking his own life. And that was very, very hard on me. I was 20 years old, and I just didn't know where to go, so I immediately got mad at God. Just a couple hours after that happened, I found out I was having my daughter. Which is a big high and a big low all at the same time, all in one day. I didn't know how to process it. That saved me from doing what I was gonna end up doing that day. And then me and her mother were having some differences, and we ended up splitting ways, and she wasn't letting me get access to my daughter, and that really hit me hard. And with that, I fell into drugs very hard. I was living in a trap house, which is a drug house, and my cousin was like my best friend. We were there all together all the time, and he actually committed suicide. He was in the front yard of the house that I was living at. I was the only one there. I ran outside and was having to hold him. I did what I could, and then I snapped right after that. And I lost it. I went completely black, I guess you could say, and I just started running and running from God, and I went straight to even harder drugs. Well, then a year into that, I woke up in the hospital with staples in the back of my head and stitches in my leg, and didn't know how I got there. And they told me that I was on a suicide watch. Didn't really understand that. So what I did, I finally got out of that hospital. I left. Didn't know where to go. Didn't have anything. Got to the drug house that I was staying at, and administered my drugs or whatever I was doing that day, and woke up the next morning and something was just telling me that this isn't for me, I'm done. So I took it upon myself, and I walked from Springfield to Willard, where I grew up, to my grandparents' house and told them that I need help. After a few months of me getting sober, I built that trust back up with my mother, and she let me move back into her house. And as soon as I did that, I woke up early morning, went for a run, got back, and something was telling me that I needed to go to church. So I looked up just churches near me and found Grace Church. I walked here from my house a couple miles, and a few months later, or just the next month before Christmas, we were going over the Advents. Tom Daub was speaking. He was speaking about repentance and everything, and so that really just spoke to me during that service. And right after, I walked up to him and I told him that I was going to go turn myself in because I had a couple warrants out for my arrest from my past few years. And I went and did that, and spent my week in jail or whatever I did, and got back. And the next month I texted him and I was like, man, I want to give my life to Christ, because I was reading my Bible. I believe it was in the beginning of Mark when John the Baptist is talking about, baptism and everything. And I was like, well, I'm understanding the reason now. So I decided it was time to actually give my life to Christ. And that was just another start to another beautiful journey of it all. Think about the circle and the people that you have around you. In order to grow, you're gonna need a community of people that are in the same belief, in the same faith, and I want to see you do better, and not gonna drag you down. Because if you're in the streets like I was, the streets don't love you. The drugs don't love you. The people around you that you meet in those situations, they're not trying to help you in any way. They don't want to see you succeed. So you need to realize that you can't do this on your own. That was my biggest thing. I thought I could do it on my own, which a lot of it I did do. But then I realized that now it wasn't me doing it on my own. It was me having God right there with me, getting down into that pit where I was in and pulling me out of it, and leading me throughout the way.